Liberals, it's great to be here in Tilbury. Of course, first off, special thanks to my nominator and my seconder, Don. I'm honored by your support, and your attendance tonight, to me, adds a lot of grace and class to tonight. And to Helen, a Liberal stalwart in every sense of the phrase, thank you for your advice and support over these past few weeks. Your knowledge and passion for all things Liberal are unmatched, and your friendship means a lot to me. Folks, I am running for one main reason. I believe in public service. And the one central detail I have learned after all these years is that it's all about people and rarely about politics. I am ready to put my 25 years of valuable experience working with federal, provincial, and municipal governments of all political stripes, community groups, small business, students, teachers, farmers, healthcare workers, lawyers, individuals and families to work on your behalf. And I have gained tremendous experience working side by side with, in my opinion, some of the best representatives this region has ever had. MPP Morris Bossy, MP Rex Crawford, who is here tonight, MP Rosemary Ure, and for the past 10 years working with MPP Pat Boyd. For more than a quarter century, Morris, Rex, Rosemary, and Pat have taught me more than any book or school could ever do. Politics is about people like Morris Bossy, and Marg is here today, who, other than, of course, my parents, is one of the big reasons that I am here tonight. He took a chance 25 years ago to let a young guy get a foot in the door just out of college. And I learned much about humanity, humility, and generosity from Morris. And it's about people like my late father, who passed away 20 years ago, who taught me many lessons and many values that I still, as my mother knows, I still try and practice today. But one I will always remember, I was 12 years old and all my friends were getting a 10-speed bike with Shimano gears. I, of course, had to have one too. Dad, can I get a 10-speed? He said, as a bank manager, he said, well, you certainly can. How much money do you have? Dad, I'm only 12. I don't have a job. He said, well, you ought to get one. And then you can buy that bike yourself. So I became a paper boy delivering a daily newspaper, and I saved $100 and bought that bike. Ironically, it was red. But I learned the values of hard work and to never give up. My mother, Betty, is here tonight with her husband, Bill. Talk about values I'm still learning from her. Our Kent County roots run deep, with our ancestors starting the family farm in Chatham Township in 1869. Always the rock of the family, she has taught me much. Diagnosed with leukemia in 1988. Any family here tonight that has faced cancer knows the challenges, the obstacles, the stresses, but my mother fought it and never gave up. In remission for 22 years, until last fall when it made an appearance once more. But thanks to a brand new, groundbreaking treatment at the London Cancer Centre, she is fighting, not giving up, and winning once again. And I am so proud of her and to be a member of a party and of a government that has invested record amounts in new treatments, new drugs, and new options to battle cancer. Thankfully, my mother continues to be an inspiration not only to her family, but to all those who know her. Yes, politics is about people. People like Peter and Catherine Vavoulis, who came here from Greece to seek a new life and more opportunity for themselves and their two wonderful daughters. Small business people who worked hard and never gave up opening a countryside restaurant. They're just now retiring and can enjoy their families in some free time. Politics is about people like Lori Dalton, who is here tonight, a nurse practitioner, who I first met at the opening of a new NP clinic in Chatham several years ago. The first of many the McGuinty government has opened, not only to offer health care services closer to home, but it also enabled Lori to use her skills and education close to her home, as she was born and raised right here in Chatham-Kent. Politics is about people like Earl Prince, who will be here later, who reminds me of my own grandfather. Building a farm with his wife Corrine and raising a fine family, no doubt there were challenges over the past 60-plus years of marriage, but Earl never gave up and always worked hard. His integrity is a shining example for all of us to follow. Politics is about people like Shannon Anderson, who is here tonight, who I first met about 10 years ago. She's a young mother with 5 children under the age of 12, and that includes 2 pairs of twins. She wants to know that there is a government on her side providing affordable child care, full-day kindergarten, the proper income supports, and schools that are about excellence and progress, and teachers that are proud of their work with a government that is proud of them. In my 25 years of public service, I have worked on behalf of many people, just like a family dealing with cancer as my family has. Small business people like Peter and Catherine, farmers like Earl, healthcare professionals like Lori and Shannon, young mothers who want to know they have a government on their side. I firmly believe that Ontario and Chatham-Kent and Leamington are on the move again, and I want to be part of it. Working together, we've made a lot of progress over the past 7.5 years, including an expanded risk management program for all farmers and all commodities, the most significant change to agricultural policy in 30 years. Because as Liberals, we believe in building, in growing, in improving, in creating a better community for all of us. Politics is about people, and that is the experience I offer to you tonight. Folks, I ask you to join me as we all work together on what we can do for our families, young and old, for our farmers, for our small businesses, for all the people of Chatham-Kent and Leamington, and with your support, we will win. Thank you for coming.